Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. Thank you for joining Zophar's Realm today. By the way, completely aware, I am indeed wearing a Shining Force shirt today, but we're not actually playing Shining Force today. Makes a lot of sense. This is more just a reminder that Shining Force is not dead. We will be resuming it as we always do. Except it will not be tomorrow now. It will be Wednesday because we are now streaming on Sundays. How's everybody doing? How we all feeling? What's exciting? I'm feeling great. It's Monday, as you all know. I'm off on Sunday, Monday, so I'm feeling quite relaxed. Gamers Uplink thinks it's quiet in here for Monday, but I find a lot of the Mondays a bit like this, very, very peaceful. And it's Monday, everybody. So E3's coming up. Gamers Uplink, yeah, man, get out there and cover that. Let me know what you find. Exciting stuff. I'm doing well, Dark Max. I'm doing well. How you doing? Gamers Uplink hears that the Activision Microsoft mergers in trouble. I hear some stuff about that as well. The SEC's really putting it through the ringer as well. Yeah, every time big companies want to merge, there's always that chance they'll look at it as a monopoly and they'll see it. Dark Max is looking to get a new phone. What phone are you looking to get? Apple? I'm a big Apple person, so I have iPhones up the wazoo. I have work iPhone, personal iPhone. I've had iPhone since the original iPhone. Tell you a lot about iPhones if you want to get one. Gamers Uplink and Dark Mix, yes, I got a haircut and a shave. You ever see from Roger Rabbit? Shave and a haircut, 2 minutes. Yes, so I got a haircut a few weeks ago, and I did shave yesterday morning. So it is looking kind of sparse. But my rule of thumb is once I start seeing gray, I have to chop it. 41 years old, the grays are starting to sneak in a little bit. It's not too bad, right? They do a pretty good job of cutting my hair so that the grays don't sneak in. I don't dye anything. This is what it really looks like. But there's a couple sneaking in here and there that I find. That's Gamers Uplink. You're not gray. You're silver. Your hair matches the currency of Zophar's realm. Got to look at the positives. Right? So DarkMex prefers Android, more customizable. I definitely hear that. There's no question Apple ecosystem is closed and not flexible like Android is. That being said, I hear the Samsung, what are they up to now? S21, S22, somewhere abouts. I hear pretty good things about the new Samsung S series. I think it's 21. I could be wrong. Yeah, exactly. There we go. You're aged like a fine wine. So, all right, we got to think, where were we? Because we only play, Gabriel Knight 2 once a week on Mondays. So if I recall, we finished chapter 2 last time. So quick overview of the story, just in case you're joining us in for the first time. What I remember is Gabriel Knight in the first chapter was looking for, what happened to the Huber child. How did they die? It looked like some sort of animal killed her. And so you find out that there's something going on in Munich, and there's something going on with a weird hunt club that you kind of joined, that you're like, all right, maybe this could be something here. And you're trying to meet with the cop, but you haven't found him yet. And so you mailed all this information to Grace Nakamura, who's watching your bookstore. She's from Gabriel Knight 1. So then in chapter 2, Grace Nakamura sees this letter and is like, no, Gabriel, you ain't doing this by yourself, man. I'm coming to Germany, and I'm going to help you. So she comes to Germany, and she starts butting heads with Gerda. They don't like each other because I think Grace thinks that Gerda's sleeping with Gabriel and all this other stuff. So not good stuff. So she starts investigating around and trying to talk to people and find out what's going on, does some research about werewolves and King Ludwig and all this other crazy stuff. And we end chapter 2 with her being really pissed off at Gerda being pissed off at her, and her mailing all this stuff to whoever's watching the stuff for Gabriel. I think it was her Ubergrau, Gabriel's lawyer. Okay, so that's the first 2 chapters. So we're about to start chapter 3, which switches back to Gabriel. This game kind of switches back and forth between Gabriel's investigation and Grace's investigation. Grace's investigation, those parts of the game, not going to lie, they are I find them a little bit duller, but it all matters. Like, you'll see, because I played this game many times. It all ties together. You will see. So, I think it's time. Let's go and play some Gabriel Knight. We are going to go here to Zophar Day 3. The Huber Farm interior. You ever look at Steve Martin when he was young and had dark hair? He looks kind of strange. Yeah, actually. It makes much more sense with the silver.
I take it the Huber's a Catholic.
Funny, everybody else, like I call it gray hairs for me, but everyone else it's not gray, it's silver.
I don't think the Hubers want me in their private bedrooms. China, our homie. I don't need anything else right now.
Alright, what does he have right now? Okay. What did this... So this is the investigation that we found, like, the hair doesn't match. The reddish-brown hair that we found on the farm, which is presumably what killed the Huber child, does not match with the strands of gray hair from Canis lupus lupus, the zoo wolves. So, same with the paw print, doesn't match any known species. Yo, 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 Fizzul. Hope I got your name right. Like Pasta Fizzul. How you doing? Thanks for coming on in. We're just playing some Gabriel Knight 2, Beast Within, the one with the wolves. And we're in chapter 3 right now, so I think we're just going to go and go for it. And I'm going to do my very best to remember, because as we get deeper into this game, I tend to remember less about what to do. So, and I won't use walkthroughs, like that's... I don't believe in using walkthroughs for any game that I have played before. If I haven't played it and I'm really stuck, I'm not above using a walkthrough. Or, like, that one part. Alright, well, there's nothing else we gotta do here, so we'll go get our car going. Keys to the Volkswagen. Yeah, I hear Volkswagens are, quite safe. I had a coworker that got into a car accident years ago, and they were driving a Volkswagen, and they firmly believed the Volkswagen safety feature saved his life, so... I'm a big fan of Volkswagen. I don't own a Volkswagen myself, but they're very well built cars. Okay, so, by the way, hint, not really a hint, I never mind using this. All this tells you is there's stuff you've got to finish up at these locations. So, it saves me from having to waste time in areas where we've already done everything. So, like Thalkirchen, which is the zoo, we don't ever have to go back there again this chapter. The university, we never have to go back there. Everything that we have to do for what we know about right now is done either back on your farm, in Marienplatz, if I'm saying that right. Eventually I'll get the German names right here, which is like your town square area, and then the police station. Prinzregentenplatz. So, we're going to start off by going to Marienplatz. On we go. On we go. And let me know, by the way, I made some modifications to the desktop audio. If you find the game audio is too loud over me, let me know. I don't think it will be, because when the characters are talking, I'm probably not going to talk, so you can hear what they're saying.
Germans, always in a hurry.
Always in a hurry. It's not even walking that fast. Let me know, because I can adjust it. So we're going to go to our lawyer first, Herr Uberbrown. Come on back here. Gamers Uplink, do you think the game audio was too loud? Let me fix it right now. We're going to go down 3 decibels. Tell me how this sounds. So when you start hearing the characters talk, tell me if this sounds okay.
Das vereinbaren Sie am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut, ja, danke.
Can you hear them okay?
Ah, I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
This is one.
Good.
Must be from Gertie.
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr. Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course. Call me Harald. Harry's okay too.
Thanks, Harry.
Harry it is. All right, let's talk to him.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Can't talk to him. All right, let's go see what we got. We already know what we got, don't we?
March 18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're gonna need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersberg in 1750 and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
Eric is easy to say. Thank you so much for the resub. You're now a 3-month acolyte of the realm and the domain, and your support is greatly appreciated. And how are you doing? So you'll find with this game, Gabriel Knight 2, because there's a lot of exposition and talking, I try to not talk when I can during it so you can hear what they're saying. But don't let that stop you. Feel free to, whatever you want to talk about while they're talking. I'll usually talk in between the speaking points. So I'm glad you're coming in on this nice Mac Monday. This is our peaceful, more relaxing stream, at least for now. But wait, this game does get intense later. I'm not going to spoil, but the tone does change, I promise. And eventually, it does get going. So we can ask him about Ludwig II. We could ask him about the Black Wolf. Hey there, the Tiffy. The Tiffy says, oh crap, okay, it won't let you turn down the video quality so your crappy compy doesn't overheat, so I won't be able to stick around. Wait a minute. You're saying that you can't change it from like 1080p to 720p so your computer's like freaking out right now? Is that what's happening? Plus, you wouldn't want to interrupt that banging 90s full motion video. You know it, Eric, as you just said. You know it. Oh, so this is... Phenomenon was warning me about this, the Tiffy. So he said that he doesn't recommend streaming at 1080p, 5 or 6,000 bitrate because he said this could happen where there's people that would just not be able to view the stream. The thing is, I'm not a partner yet. I'm an affiliate, which means that they won't always transcode it down. But then on the other hand, if I drop it to 720p, then there might be people that are not happy that the quality's lower. But we are streaming a lot of retro. Darn. Interesting. All right, well, I don't think I can fix it now because we're midstream. But the Tiffy, if, I hope you can watch as much of it as possible, but I will play around with the settings for the next stream, I promise. I'm really sorry about that. I got warned about this a few days ago that was a thing that could happen, but no one's ever brought it up before, but now I see. Yeah, maybe I will move it to 720p. Maybe I should take a poll. Okay, I'm gonna consider that. I might drop it down then after the stream. We'll see. I still feel bad though. I want you to be able to enjoy the stream. I know you don't get to come out very often because I stream a lot at night. I hope everything's well on your end, the Tiffy, and that your family's doing okay. Yeah, you had to set it to 40 last time. What I learned is that if you're a partner, it will always let you downgrade whatever resolution you want, and it'll let you do. But when you're an affiliate, they can yank it whenever they want. So like if there's a lot of demand with the transcoding, the partners will still get their transcoding, but they can yank it from whatever affiliates they want to at any point real time. So that's good to know. That's another reason why partner is awesome. By the way, speaking of our path to partner, before we talk to Herr Ubergrau here about Ludwig II and the Black Wolf, we had an amazing, amazing couple of days, everybody. We went from 50 subscriptions to 102 in 2 days. We had this three massive hype trains in the last couple of days where there were lots of subscriptions and lots of bits and followers and all kinds of crazy stuff. So we continue to grow, and I can't thank you all enough. Thank you so much. Super, super appreciate it. We're not dead yet. That's good, the Tiffy. That's a plus. There's no doubt about it. Being dead is not fun. I hope everything's all right there. I hope you continue to improve and everything's okay. Dark Mech says it'll help with streaming at 720p. All right, Ludwig II. Let's do it.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
Running into him? Isn't he dead?
Yes, yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
The Bavarian Enigma.
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles and now they're huge tourist attractions.
Castles. Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest of the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map if you like, but most German maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect.
So Gabriel thinks he's going to send Grace on a wild goose chase here, clearly. Black Wolf.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No. Sorry.
That's all right, I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah, the Tiffy, we were actually playing that when I was at, when I was over, whenever I was over, I think it was last year, and we were playing, we played a game of Castles of Mad King Ludwig. It was actually really fun. And it was interesting to me, like I saw the name, I was like, ooh, Gabriel Knight 2, that reminds me of, so, yeah, it was a while back. It was definitely a while back. I think it was early last year. Oh, the memories. I hope I get to do that again, the Tiffy. I really do.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
But Gabriel doesn't have anything else to say right now. So we're going to take a look at the books.
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich.
Little do you know, Gabriel. Little do you know. About this one.
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't have time.
Yeah, it just says the same thing on that. Which is fine because we already read it. And then there's lycanthropes.
Chapter 3. Lycanthropy, the ways of the wolf.
Now, if you were on the last stream, you already know what all this says. So I'm just going to
There are two categories of werewolf. Lycanthrope, man to beast.
We're going to click each page just to
Werewolves
get points.
And the mind of a
but we've already read this book
becoming a werewolf.
on Grace's
Damnation.
So we're not going to do it again.
Werewolf pack. Werewolf
I just want my points.
Alpha and beta. It is important. Symptoms of. Therefore, look for a good example.
But we already know. So there, we have looked at all the books, we have gotten all the points, and now we're going.
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Gotcha, the Tiffy. Gotcha. All right.
I don't think she speaks much English. Besides, she only wants to talk about white sausages.
She just wants to talk about Weisswurst and flesh. Oh, Fluffy Boy. Yes. Correct. Alright, we'll give a little savey save here. Save this on Zophar Day 3. And now we're going to start walking. So I do remember vividly, because this chapter has the... So the first chapter had that really annoying tape puzzle. The Thomas or Dr. Klingman here show our wolves to Mr. Knight. This chapter has the annoying clock puzzle. It's not even a puzzle. It's actually real easy, but you have to know to do it. Knowing to do it is what was the pain in the butt. But now that I know to do it, I always remember. But we got to get a clock. That's the bottom line. We have to get a clock. Don't worry about why. Just know that we need a clock.
Hello.
I always wanted a cuckoo clock.
Grüß Gott.
My wife won't let me get one. Womp womp.
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling conversationalist. Authentic Black Forest cuckoo clocks. Maybe Gracie would like one for her shop redecoration.
Yeah, just a nice... I even know I'd probably put it like... I'd either put it on this side of the room or I'd put it like right in front of the computer. And I said to her, I was like, we'll get a cuckoo clock that like I can, adjust and maybe turn the alarm off on it if I need to. Like, sure there's a way to do it on some clocks. She won't let me have one. I was also thinking about just buying one. Like, you know how they say it's better to beg for forgiveness than to ask for permission? So I was like thinking maybe of doing that. Do you think that would go over well, chat? Probably not, right? That'd probably be really bad, actually. Oh my. My oh my. Word oh word. Correct. You very well know what that means. You know her. You know her, Tiffy.
Authentic Black Forest
Yeah,
cuckoo
game was up
clocks.
and it's like, nope.
Maybe Gracie would like one for her shop redecoration.
Alright, so let's go get our wallets. Where's our wallet at? Why am I not seeing my wallet? Hold on a minute. Yo, where's my wallet? Oh, there it is. Damn it. Hold on. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, we got it. Stop looking at your watch, cuckoo clock man.
I'd rather pick something out first.
Oh, I gotta pick something out first? Okay. How about this one?
Authentic Black Forest.
This one?
Authentic.
Nope. This one?
Authentic.
Nope. This one?
Authentic.
Pixel hunting.
Authentic.
Pixel hunting.
Authentic
Pixel
Black.
hunting.
Authentic.
Pixel.
Authentic.
Pixel.
Authentic.
Pixel.
Authentic.
Pixel. It's not working.
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling
How
conversationalist.
about the one in front of him?
He doesn't strike me.
This one? Okay, the last thing I clicked. The heck? Cuckoo, cuckoo. I'm going cuckoo. I'm going cuckoo. I am going cuckoo playing in this cuckoo clock level. That didn't even sound like the clock.
There is in there this sound thing, you know, to wake up. You know, in the morning.
An alarm clock.
Yeah, alarm clock. Yeah, richtig. Yeah.
It's always
How
that
much
way,
is it?
Tiff. It's always the last
Wie
thing you
viel?
click.
60 marks.
60 marks. He's like, oh. Alright, let's give him the 60 marks. Because now it would be euros, right?
I'll take that woodpecker clock.
60 marks, bitte.
60 marks, bitte. Yeah. Is it
That's
ya
all right,
or
I'll
ja?
take it as it is.
Yeah, isn't it pronounced ya? Am I wrong? Or is it ja?
Dankeschön.
Isn't he supposed to say bits in? Gabriel, so
Bitte.
rude. Such a, such an American, right? Right? We're jerks. That's what you say, right? America. All right, what do we do now? We have the clock. So I guess we keep going this way. So that's what we'll do. Do. So ya. So it's spelled J-A, but it is pronounced ya. Okay. Very good. Ya. All right, we're gonna boom on through, see what we find.
They're busy.
Tourists just relaxing. Check out the fountain. All right, we're gonna go down the street here towards the Hunt Club area.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Probably nothing to mail at the post office.
What should I
right?
mail?
Yeah, we didn't actually write a letter or anything, so we're good there. We'll keep going down this way. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't check the newspaper. We probably should have checked the newspaper before we left our house. All right, chat. When we get back to the house later, remind me we should check the newspaper. 'Cause I feel like there's probably points there. There's the Hunt Club. Did we go to the Hunt Club yet? Are they open yet? Yamos. Ja. Correct.
Guten Morgen, Herr Knight. I'm afraid there's no one here at the moment. They're all busy with their daily tasks. You are, however, welcome to use the club. So I've been informed.
So I've
Thank
been
you,
informed.
Xavier. You're so kind.
We do. We love annoying Xavier. Xavier, come in. Maybe we can chat with Xavier.
Mind if we chat for a moment?
Anything to be of service, sir.
God, he's always so annoyed when you talk to him. Look at him. He's like,
So tell me about the club.
the concierge.
What about it?
Oh, lordy. All right, let's find out
How
how
long has
long.
the club been around?
Since 1970.
No way. The old Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge? It's older than that, isn't it?
Die Königliche Bayerische Hofjagdloge is ancient. This particular form of it is new.
Alrighty then. So what happened in
What
1970?
happened in 1970?
Yeah, I know.
Baron von Glauer came. He brought a new vision. The lodge had nearly died out. Hunting is not so popular as it used to be.
Were you here when von Glauer joined?
Baron von Glauer. He hired me later, in 72.
The Baron. So how many members are there, Xavier?
How many members are there?
There are 5 now, not including you. I'm not sure of your status.
5. You mean the men that were here last night make up the entire club?
Quantity is not an overriding concern with us, Herr Knight. The Baron personally interviewed and approved each new member. Despite your own experience, this club is extremely exclusive. Not everyone would fit in.
No, I don't suppose they would.
Alrighty then. So how often do they go hunting?
How often do the club members go hunting?
As a group, once a month or so.
Once a month? Hell, I thought y'all were hunters. Back home, you don't get out there and spill a little blood at least once a week. The other men start looking at you funny.
Organized club hunts are once a month. Members can use the club's lodges anytime on a more casual basis, and they frequently do.
He's so annoyed. Just looking at him, like I feel exasperated just looking at Xavier's exasperation. So Tiffy, if you wouldn't mind expanding on that. So are you saying that this is that the way that the hunt club acts and Xavier acts is totally like not don't hunt more than you can eat or fit in the deep freeze? Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you if that was like a thing. Good to know. Club members.
So, tell me about the club members.
I don't gossip about our members, Herr Knight.
Gossip? With you? Please. I've never met anyone as obviously discreet as you.
Thank you.
Bet you could drop a load if you wanted to, though. You probably know more about what goes on around here than anyone.
True. At least I used to. But with all these new people coming in, I'm not sure I know anything anymore.
All these new people.
All these new people. You mean I'm not the only fresh blood?
No, Herr Dr. Klingman was only accepted a few weeks ago.
Really? Who brought him in?
I was not in on the discussion, so I really couldn't say. But I'm sure there was more thought behind his acceptance than yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine that sport hunting wouldn't be as popular. You know, the original idea of hunting, right, was, you know, you hunt what you need to eat so you can live. Where sport hunting is not the same. It's a rich people thing, though. That kind of thought, the kind of thing that landed gentlemen like to do. Jerks. Well, what about the black wolf?
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
God, every word out of his
Alrighty.
mouth is just douchey. He's like,
All right, Xavier. Thanks.
no.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
We pumped that particular well dry. Hey, let's look in here. No. 9. Nice little magazine. Doesn't that look like Time magazine? What is that? Does anybody read magazines
It's
anymore?
in German.
Is that a thing? Everything's all like iPads and iPhones now.
I don't think I should get too comfy around
We
here.
got, look, we got tape recorders and there's film and there's a magazine. Like everything's retro. Anything else? Pixel hunt. Do do. Nothing. All right. What about back here?
Secure all positions.
Nice
Here we
plan.
go.
Da-da-da-da-da-da! Charge!
Full ahead. Next stop, Zophar's domain.
Jackson's Dream Stuff. Thank you so much for the follow and for joining the realm and the domain.
Locked.
Your support is greatly appreciated, and that door is locked. And that's all I know. They have retro game mags published. I could still read a magazine or a book, but I guess a lot of people today, it's different. Tiffy says the copy's new, but probably needs to do better paste on the CPU, but it's an NUC and you can't get to the CPU. What year is that computer from, Tiffy, if you don't mind me asking? Retro Gamers Zap 64? I'm not familiar with Zap 64. 2 years? Well, that's not old. Your computer might be newer than mine. Mine's from 2019. Oh, thank you, Jackson Stream Stuff. I appreciate the support. I'm glad that you found and find Zophar's domain helpful. Yeah, it's been many, many years. November 9th, 1996. That is when I founded Zophar's domain. Seems like so long ago. Very proud of the staffers, the current owner, everybody that works on it now. They've done a great job of keeping it going.
Dead things.
Dead things.
Gotta love them.
That's a very apt description.
And I thought Germans only drank beer.
You thought wrong. Lena Lazuli is heading out to get food before setting in to enjoy the stream. Don't solve the mystery before I get back. Fair enough. Enjoy your food. Hope I see you shortly after your food. You found it around 98, 99. Yep, I was still active then. I was still running it at that time. I think that was when it really, starting in 90, I think around the time Nesticle came out in 97 is when the site started to really take off. And then by 98, 99, I think the vision that I had for it was pretty set at that point. But the first year and a half was very, it's I have archives of the site, what it looked like in 96, 97, and 98. And it looks like a completely different site each of the years. I changed so much. I'm like George Lucas. I'm not like George Lucas at all, by the way. He's far better person than I. But when it comes to how he's always tinkering with his stuff, that's me. I'm always changing the damn thing. And then once it's done, it's I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna change it again. And change it again. Even the stream, I keep changing stuff. If you only come in here, like Tiffy, if you come in here once a week, you probably notice every time you're here, there's something different about the stream. The logo's different, or I added a sub goal, or I added I have that little data thing in the bottom right corner that I added, a little data sheet, data block. I don't even know what to call that, but it looks nice. I liked it. I was I'm adding this. I also added an emote wall. I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah, exactly. The emoji are flying around today. So and I even made the emoji wall so that it'll accept duplicates. So if you want to see my dog with a baseball cap and you want her to fly around, you just do something like this, and hey, Zoe's everywhere, annoying the crap out of Xavier. So give us a little savey save here, I think. Savey save, savey save. Zophar day 3, savey save. All right, we'll come out of here. I think we'll come out of here. Did you notice, by the way, though, that when we went out the exit, the Hunt Club has a back area where you can get out the back door? That's good to know, isn't it? She's so loud. She barked by your ear once, and you got that high-pitched, I'm sorry, Tiffy. She's such a cute girl, though. Such a good dog. She was, I don't know where she is now. I think she went upstairs, but she was down here earlier. Maybe one of these days I'll show her on stream. We'll find a way to get the camera to see her. Maybe point it downwards or whatnot. But I love Zoe. Zoe's a good girl. She just turned 10 this week, everybody. Happy birthday, Zoe.
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place.
See, we missed the newspaper. I didn't look at it. But there was another killing, apparently. Yeah, I should have looked at the newspaper. There you go. It's so far sickly. Isn't that neat, though, if you spam that emoticon? It lines up, perfectly. Oh, nose is right. All right, what do we do here? Let's go look at this.
I don't think they'd know much about it.
Got another killing, everybody.
Isn't that the detective from the paper? Commissar Lieber?
Talk to him. Let's go find out.
Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I've been trying to get in touch with you at the station.
Oh my god, doesn't he look like a bulkier version of Putin? Ugh. Oh boy. Yeah, he always scared me, this guy. This detective. He's very powerful. We are going to investigate. Stay out of it, Mr. Knight. You'll see. You'll see.
I don't think they'd know much about it.
He's not listening.
No. Probably have to talk to the reporter.
Looks like a television news crew. Looks like a television news crew.
Can't talk to them?
Looks like a television news crew.
Can I show him something?
Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight.
Let's show him the proof.
I need to discuss some evidence with you.
What do you want? I'm busy here.
I have some evidence here that contradicts your zoo wolves theory. I was wondering if maybe we could discuss it.
Look, I don't know who you are or what you think you're doing, but I don't have time for this.
He don't have time for this. He's a busy man. Got a lot of investigating to do. Dead bodies, disfigured, dismembered things. He's got work to do.
He's not listening.
What if
Looks like a television
we
news
showed
crew.
this information to the reporters? Maybe that'll change the situation.
Are y'all with the news? I have
Oh,
some
all good, Tippy.
information you might find of interest.
You're an American.
That's right.
And you believe you have information about the mutilation killings?
I do have some information, yes, ma'am. I was about to discuss it with the commissar over there, but he seems kind of busy. I thought I'd speak with y'all instead.
Now they're giving a look.
Nun gut, was soll's. Dreh schön, Dieter. Wir befinden uns am Tatort des bis jetzt letzten bizarren Todesfalles der durch die Killerwölfe herbeigeführt
Anybody
wurde.
know what she's saying?
Mit mir befindet sich ein Amerikaner, der offensichtlich wichtige Hinweise bezüglich dieses Mordfalles hat. You believe you have information about the wolf killing, sir?
Yes, I do. I was about to ask Commissar Liebe over there some questions, such as why animal hair found at the crime scene is reddish brown when the escaped zoo wolves were gray.
He's so
Er fragt,
expressive.
wieso die Tierhaare am Tatort rötlich-braun sind, wie doch die entlaufenen Zuwölfe offensichtlich grau
Got their
waren.
attention now, chat.
And how come paw prints found at the scene indicate an animal much larger than the zoo wolf species Canis lupus?
Und er fragt, wieso die Pfotenabdrücke am Tatort viel größer sind als die der Zuwölfe. How did you get this information?
Well,
Oof!
All right, you have my attention.
Can you imagine that?
Now,
I'm like,
who are you?
in the U.S., trying like a comic or a commissioner doing that.
I'm Gabriel Knight, the American novelist. I've been by your station to see you, but funny thing, they would not let me in.
All right, I'll see you at the station later, but only if you agree to get out of here and not talk to the boys.
You got it.
Don't talk to the boss. God, oh my God, you look at him, it's so angry. So like Xavier is like super annoyed all the time. He's just always angry. Like Grace is like there's no characters in this entire game that are just calm and even. Well, actually, maybe there's one, but we're not going to talk about that right now. That'll be later. Yeah, the cameraman wouldn't have recorded all that. Exactly.
I told Lieber I wouldn't talk to the press anymore. Too bad, I could have been another David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff.
I don't think they'd know much about it.
He's busy. I'll see him at the station.
I won't talk to the press, but I'll talk to the press. Is that like a, so in all seriousness though, is that like in German, are the R and the W's close together and that's why like his accent is... We're talking last night about this. I'm fascinated by different accents, including my own. I apparently have a Philly accent. Like when I say words like food and gas, among other words. And water. I say water, not watcher. Water. But yeah, he definitely says his R's with like a W. It's like not press, but press. Like that. Well, I think that's all we can do here. We have to see him at the police station. So let's come out of here. And then we'll come back this way. I think what we're going to do, chat, before we go to see Commissar Lieber at the police station, come back this way. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back home, and we're going to go check out the newspaper that we should have, looked at before. Tippy's from the Ozarks and also says water. Water. have some water ice. What it is? Water. Food. Gas. Put some gas in the car. Some gas in the car. Sounds normal to me. It's what we say in Philly, yo. Did it, Adrian. I did it. We got to add a sound effect with Rocky in here. I'm going to do that one of these days. Oh my god, there's so many things I want to add. Now I'm going to get distracted and start thinking about all the cool stuff I want to add to the stream. Alright, I'm going to try not to go down the rabbit hole, chat. What I've been doing is every time I think of something or someone suggests something, I have a little notepad I jot it down into. Alright, where's the newspaper? Right over here. Let's go read the paper of the news of the day. Yes. Yes, let's do that. Killer Wolf schlagen in der Innenstadt wieder Zoo. How close am I? I'm gonna try. If anybody knows what any of that says, let me know. I don't know. I'm assuming it says Killer Wolf strikes again and killed another person. My Philly accent isn't as strong as some of Vian's other friends. Yeah, I think it's because growing up in the Northeast, it's the greater Northeast technically. It wasn't as prominent there, but like, you know, my parents are from deeper in Philly, so I think that's why. Yeah, 7, add sound commands, exactly. Well, here, I'll tell you, here's what I got on my current list, Dark Mechs, because I knocked out a lot of it the last couple of days, but right now I have 1, voice change stuff. I'll talk about that another day, I'm not going to spoil that, that one's my idea. 2, clean up YouTube content. My YouTube channel sucks right now, so that's like, I have it listed as 2. It's really at the very bottom of the list because I'm focused on Twitch right now. 3, remember to watch Console Wars on Paramount Plus. Thank you, Dark Mechs. Still got that one on there for you, Dark Mechs. That has nothing to do with the stream. That's just for my enjoyment, and I'll talk about it on the stream. And then 4, I wanted to add an alert called It's a Trap. So we'll add plus something Philly/Rocky-ish. Some kind of alert, or maybe a bit effect, or maybe a silver reward, something like that. So that's what I have on my current to-do list as of 3/28. Alright, so we read the Killer Wolf
Like there's been another wolf killing.
thingy bobber, and we got 187 points now out of 679. 9! What about this?
I'd better make sure Gracie keeps busy.
So we're gonna write Gracie a letter.
Elsewhere.
Letter for Gracie. Sunboy does sound more like his peers at school, so it makes sense. Yeah, you tend to pick up, like, you know, your parents are an influence, but so are people you go to school with, and, you know, sometimes it could go either way. Like, I learned my accent, I think, from people I went to school with, more so than I did from my parents, especially my dad. My dad's got a Philly accent for sure. Like, he has, when he starts talking, it's very Philly, it's very Rocky, and I don't have that. I just have certain words. Food, water, gas. Those are the 3 big ones I'm told I have the accent on. What do you all think? Can you hear it when I say those words? Does it sound different than maybe where you live or where you're from? Alright, anything else I have to do here? I don't think so. We'll do a little savey save, and then I'll go to the police station. Yeah, I'm talking about like so nonchalant. We'll just go to the police station, you know, talk about some wolves, some mutilated corpses, a dead kid. Yeah, no big deal. Just another day at the office. Like, what? Oh, we're so desensitized these days, aren't we? Tiffy says she sounds like a news announcer usually, but if you get mad, you can tell that you're technically from the South. Yeah, well, first of all, I don't know if I've ever actually heard you get mad, but 2, I've never really heard an accent from you at all. Like, you just sound like you're talking like I would talk, more or less. Phoenix Force, oh, hey, how you doing? Doing really well. We're playing some Gabriel Night 2. This is Mac Monday, so this is the day that I reserve of the week for whatever weird, obscure, point-and-click PC Mac stuff, whatever I want to do. And right now I want to play Gabriel Night 2. That's what we've been working on the last couple Mondays, so this stream definitely will have a very different tone than the other 4 nights a week, just so you know. So if you want to come in for a nice, chill, relaxing romp to find some werewolves, come to the right place. And we will resume Shining Force 2 on the weekday nights. We also added Sunday to the repertoire Phoenix Force. Yeah, Gabriel Knight 2 is one of my favorite point and clicks, and it's actually one of my favorite full motion video games of all time as well. You've been lurking and chilling. I appreciate the lurk and the chill. You know what I'll do, chat? I forgot to do this, but I'm going to take a potty break in a little bit, and what I might do is when I'm on that short break, I will probably go grab, I have the Gabriel Knight collection on PC, like the boxed version of it, and I'll kind of show that off on the stream, I think. But I said I was going to do that last week, and I forgot. I don't want to forget again. So, let's go to Prinzenglintenplatz, or however it's actually pronounced. I did my best German there. I never took German. All the German I know I learned from Gabriel Knight 2. I'm sorry.
Kommen Sie herein.
Kommen Sie herein.
Kommissar Lieber?
Do be
So generous of you to see me.
third man police. What does that say? That's
Sit down, Mr. Knight.
from Gabriel Knight 1. It's the same police music as the first game. Does sound pompous, doesn't it?
Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
How do you say quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Sit down.
There is no translation.
What do you
It's
propose
Paul Deluxe.
exactly?
He's a very angry man.
You want information?
Very angry
I
man.
want information. It's kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Why not? I'm not asking for anything confidential. Hell, I can't even read the damn newspapers around here. Press release stuff, that's all I want.
All right. But then it's your turn. Agreed?
I hear you.
All right, let's go pump the well for information, my friends. Tell me about yourself, Kommissar Lieber.
How long have you been a commissar?
10 years.
All of them here in Munich?
Yes.
And a criminal commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is, say, more like an English chief inspector.
Ah, P.D. James.
What?
He's like, what?
Nothing.
Other victims.
Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
Well, we could ask him how many victims there have been. Do that.
How many victims have there been?
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't found yet?
No. The killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of board criminal. Breadcrumbs?
Jack the Ripper Wolf.
Jack the Ripper Wolf. Basically. This wolf is sounding more and more sentient, right, everybody? I don't know. So when were the other victims killed?
When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
2 days after the zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The 2 teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Huber girl 6 days ago.
They're speeding up.
Maybe.
Escalating. Is there a pattern to the locations of the killings, perhaps?
What about the
Kaiju?
locations of the killings? Any pattern there?
Tell me
You
about
can see for
Kaiju.
yourself if you like. I have a marked map on the wall. Until last night, the
okay.
killer always struck 30 to 40 minutes outside the city. The first was killed north of München near Esching. The 2 males were killed in Feldkirchen, that's east.
Dalkirchen, that's how you say it.
Tony Huber was killed on her parents' farm just west of Lachem.
We're gonna have to take a look at that map, I think, in a little bit. Well, tell me what you think about the killer, Criminal Commissar Lieber. What does forensics say about the killer?
What does forensics say about the killer?
That information is not for the press.
But the bite mark, saliva, you've seen the bodies, I haven't.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess?
Oh boy.
Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah. That's what I thought.
So it looks like their investigations are aligned. Gabriel has come to the same conclusion that the commissaire has. But the difference is the commissaire is rooted in reality, and Gabriel dabbles in, the occult, magical a little bit. Even though he's very skeptical too. After the first game, he's not as skeptical now.
Have you given any thought at all about the possibility of
What?
Magic,
a
that's right.
werewolf? Never mind.
This is tough because it's like Gabriel knows there's a possibility it's a werewolf because he knows magic is real, exists. But he also knows that nobody else believes that generally, so he just shied right away from it. So, the killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, though, is it?
The killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly at the crime scene, evidence on the killer does not match what we know of the zoo wolves.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo records.
I think the zoo would know if they had a reddish-brown hybrid in the wolf count.
I didn't say it was likely. Another possibility is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
Wild?
Possibly. Maybe a pet.
Ooh, someone's pet. That's an
As
interesting
in maybe
thing.
the reason you haven't been able to track the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
It's possible.
Now, this is interesting, chat, because actually, and again, no spoilers if you haven't played this game, they're both, they're on the right track, but for different reasons. So, Commissar Lieber is theorizing that the wolf, or dog, or hybrid, or whatever it is they can't track it because after it kills, it's going into a house. It's important to know. You believe only one animal is responsible?
You keep saying an animal. You found evidence of only one animal? One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet 2 wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say, the zoo wolves do not figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that.
So that's Gabriel commenting upon the fact that he discovered the Hunt Club, which is interesting to him, and her Dr. Klingman is a member of the Hunt Club. So Gabriel thinks that somehow the zoo wolves have something to do with this, but it's not that the zoo wolves themselves did these killings. So outside of that, he doesn't know. He sure went from "no, I will not talk to you" to giving up a lot of information. I know, right? It's amazing what how characters will change when the plot calls for it, Tiffy. Downtown killing. Tell me about the latest victim. Let's
Tell me
hear
about
it.
the latest victim.
Spill your guts, Commissar.
Male, 52, Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier. What an amazing coincidence.
A very amazing coincidence. So we're going to keep going here and try to find out maybe why the killer struck downtown this time.
Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
What lair? What are you talking about?
Not sure, actually. Random thought.
So why did he say that? They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to. Where's the lair? Where does Gabriel think the lair is? I think we all have a theory here. So what about the Black Wolf?
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a Black Wolf in general.
Hold on.
Oh, spooky music. Must be a plot point here, chat. God, the soundtrack's so good. The gentleman that created the soundtrack, Robert Holmes, maybe? He actually was just on the other night on Conversations with Curtis, which is something I recommend you check out on YouTube. The actor who played Curtis Craig in Phantasmagoria 2 has been like streaming like Phantasmagoria and Gabriel Knight and talking to the creators and actors and actresses from them. It's interesting stuff.
Here is this.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes. Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods. But no one believed her. She was verrückt. Crazy.
Verrückt.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
Interesting. So tell me about missing person cases then.
Do you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Oh, sure. Mostly teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. Families are not like they used to be, yes?
Suppose not. That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
Oh boy.
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American PI?
Oh boy.
You could say that.
And how did the Hubos end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see. And this evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
All right, Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
Ouch.
You wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
All right. I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow.
Quiet as a shadow. Quiet as a shadow, that's me. So, we'll do a little savey save. And we're gonna look around.
Probably nothing of interest back there. Besides, I can't see past the commissar's big head.
Welcome back, Lena Lozoli. I'm glad you're back. What did you get to eat? Yes, to Tiffy, I did say I was going to use the restroom and come back with Gabriel Knight memorabilia, so I'm going to actually do that right now. So we're going to take a very quick break. Please stick around, everybody. Don't change that channel. Zophar will be right back. Right back. I'm back. I'm back. You know, Zully had McDonald's breakfast stuff. I got you. So, quick scan of the attic. So I wasn't able to find the big box of it, but I did find the little box in the big box, which is the Gabriel Knight 1 and 2 games. So, Sins of the Fathers, The Beast Within, and the soundtrack are all in here. So, you know, they package them in these cheap little envelopes, but this game actually took up 6 discs. So, here, I'll show them to you. Basically, they all look the same, but you know, disc 1 of 2, 2 of 2, all the way to 6 of, or 1 of 6, 2 of 6, all the way to 6 of 6. These are all the discs that Gabriel Knight 2 was on. So essentially, each chapter was a disc. And then you also have the Gabriel Knight 1 Sins of the Fathers game right here. Thank you, Leland Lazuli. And we have the soundtrack, as well as the game manuals and the graphic novel of Gabriel Knight 1, Sins of the Fathers. Now, when I was upstairs, I couldn't find the original big box that this was inside, but it also came with a Gabriel Knight book, which was the Voodoo Murders, the first one, the very first one, and it also came with, if I remember correctly, I thought there was a book in there, like a manual as well, not just the digital versions that are in here. There's also a version just like this, which was the Phantasmagoria collection. Don't know what happened to them. It's somewhere, I'm sure, in my attic, but I have not yet been able to find it. And then I also found this little beauty. Gabriel Knight 3. Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned. This is back when PC games were in these like massive boxes. Now, this game did not age well. I mean, honestly, none of them. The first one probably aged better than the rest, but didn't age very well. It was 3D at the beginning of 3D and didn't really look that great. The game has a lot of fun aspects of it. The story's really good. The soundtrack's good. This one takes place in France instead of Germany. But it's the one that people like to say killed adventure gaming and point and clicks, because there's a god-awful puzzle in there, which is called the cat puzzle. So if you've ever played Gabriel Knight 3, you definitely know what the cat puzzle is. I will probably stream it eventually, just so you know. But just be aware, it's very... Like, if you think parts of this game can be a little sluggish at times, like the investigation on Grace Nakamura's days, like, you haven't played Gabriel Knight 3 yet. They really are, like, the games, they're fun. The investigation's awesome, but you got to get through. I really feel like, I wish they'd redo all of them and just cut out, like, the parts that drag and just keep the pace moving faster, even if they have to cut a few things out. And I think you would have some amazing, amazing games. I love this one. I'm willing to overlook the boring parts of it, because when it gets going, like, once stuff starts happening, it just moves until the very end. It's so exciting. The soundtrack keeps up with it. You'll see. I don't want to spoil anything. You'll see. You'll all see. All right, let's go look at the map. Look at the map. All right, so apparently these circles must be the locations where the murders happened. So you'll notice that all of them, these 4, all take place like on the outskirts of Munich, except for the one right here, which is the one that just happened. Yeah, Nostrocam. So let's start with this one.
This map, it marks the locations of all the wolf killings, right?
Yes. What?
The one last night, the one in the middle, doesn't really fit, does it?
It has to fit. It happened.
Yeah, he's right.
I suppose.
It has to fit, doesn't it? Somehow. But why did it happen that way? We'll have to find out. Ooh, Karl Klossberg. I don't know how you say that. But this is important.
Didn't Liba say that was the name of the guy who was killed last night?
Good morning, the access denied. How you doing? Morning/afternoon. That's true. It's afternoon over here. It's about 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you're having a great day. We're playing some Gabriel Knight 2, The Beast Within. And we just came upon this little note that's pinned to the board about someone named Klossberg. which is someone that I like listen to. Again.
Grossberg. Didn't Liebe say that was the name of the guy who was killed last night?
This was the furrier, by the way. So Karl Grossberg was a furrier killed right outside of the Hunt Club area. Interesting, right? So we need to take this down in our notebook. So let's go get our notebook and boink. Let's write it down carefully because we don't want Criminal Commissar Lieber to know that we're doing it. So we're going to be discreet. Spooky, discreet, investigative music commence. All right.
Grossberg's phone number.
So we probably need to call Grossberg. Anything else on here that matters? Let's see. Pixel Hunt, Pixel Hunt.
I still say that one in the middle is different.
Pixel Hunt, Pixel Hunt.
I still say...
Pixel Hunt. Okay, nothing else.
I still say...
Okay, so now we got to decide what our next move is going to be, chat. I think we have to call Grossberg. We probably have to try to go there if we can. I think maybe the way that we'll start is we will talk to him again to make sure
I don't have any more
else.
questions for the commissar.
Good. Nothing here, right?
Probably nothing of interest back there.
Anything
Besides, I can't see...
behind us, maybe? The files?
At least he's neater than Detective Mosley. At least he's neat.
No, nothing there. No files to be had. All right, well, let's go.
I'm gonna take off.
Stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble.
Of course.
Spooky music. He's not gonna stay out of trouble at all, chat. Alright. Go look at some hints. Alright, so all that's left now is Lachen and Machenplatz. So we'll go to Lachen, and we're gonna try to call Grossberg. Hope I'm getting some of these pronunciations right. So bad with pronouncing things. They could work together, Tiffy, but no. It's 1995 or 6, and there would be no game if there was no conflict. Must have conflict or no game. It's like with Lord of the Rings. Like, why didn't the Eagles just drop the ring over Mount Doom, and then that's the end of the ring? The movie's over. The books are over. It would have lasted like 15 minutes. Okay, Grossberg. We will take this, and we will do this. Let's see what we can see. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. God, I want a nice cuckoo clock or a grandfather clock. Convince the wife. Gotta help me come up with a reason why we want to do that. Why do we want one?
Hello?
Hello. My name is Knight. I'm an American associate of Herr Grossberg's.
Yes? I was just calling the people in Herr Grossberg's address book to notify them. Have you heard that Herr Grossberg has...
Yes, I know about his death.
Yes, I'm sorry. Would you mind giving me your name again so I can check you off the list?
Knight.
Ella Hoffman... I'm not finding you.
Could you check under Vaughn? It's Vaughn Knight.
Oh, so... Yes, Von. Von Eigner, von Frank, von Stein. You're not under Von either.
Excuse me, did you say Von Agner?
Clever.
Yes?
Do you know Von Agner?
I don't know him. I don't know most of Grossberg's business contacts.
Grossberg knew him.
If this is about money, you're out of luck. All the accounts are locked until someone comes in and takes over. Besides, there's nothing in them anyway.
Yikes.
Really? Well, could you just look up an account balance for me?
I can't. The address book is all I have. The police have taken Herr Grossberg's ledgers.
Oh, well, thank you.
Goodbye.
So we got Henneman, we got Von Eigner, and those are names, if you remember, from last Monday, or actually 2 Mondays ago, technically, Chapter 1. Both of them are members of the Hunt Club. So we have a furrier killed outside the Hunt Club in a pattern that doesn't fit. And 2 of Grossberg's contacts are Hunt Club members. What's that all about? Actually, 3, right? I think she said Von Zell was one of them too. So it was Von Zell, Henneman, Von Agner, right? So yeah, 3 of them. The plot thickens, yeah. Fluffy Labrador man needs a grumpy sidekick. You know it. So that was actually very helpful. This is the letter to
My
Grace.
letter to Gracie.
Oh, we have to drop this off at Marienplatz. We still got this.
You never know when a little woodpecking will come in handy.
Never know. We're up to 201 points, chat. Let's save here.
I don't want to distract Gracie from her Ludwig research with another letter.
Let's go look in the mirror. Wouldn't be a Gabriel Knight game without a little vanity. Fluffy, Fluffy. There you go. Just for you, the Tiffy. Now we got Fluffy. Out we go. Out we go. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Let's go. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go down here. Oh, that's interesting. Keys. There we are. So we'll do a little hinty hint, and all that's left is Marienplatz. So first thing we're gonna do is mail the letter to Gracie. Okay. Go here, here, and to the post office, and we'll grab the letter, and we'll mail this to Gracie. And out of the post we go.
That's taken care of.
Alright.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
So now we're going to come down this way, and we're going to go check out the Hunt Club. Find the door. There it is. Now, it's at this point of the game, chat, where I got stuck for the second time playing this when I first played this as a kid.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
So, if you haven't played this game before, if you know the solution, like if you played this, then I would ask you stay silent here. But I'm curious to know for someone like Tiffy that's never played or seen this. Hey there, Suntop Kinseeker. Oh, I love point and click games, they're so fun. We're reserving Mondays, we call them Mac Mondays, and this is where I'll play all like the obscure PC Mac point and click stuff. And Gabriel Knight 2 is one of my favorite point and click / full motion video games, so I thought we'd start with this one. But yeah, we're working on this. We're in chapter 3 right now, and the premise basically is we're trying to find out what these, like, who killed the Huber child, which is someone that we're working for right now. We're in Munich, Germany, and someone's killing all these other people. We think it might be a wolf or a dog or a hybrid or maybe a werewolf, but we don't know. So, chat, I'm curious to know. Never played this game or seen this game played before. What do you think you're supposed to do at this point? You're supposed to do something here in Marienplatz. I promise you, you will not figure this out. This was one of the 2 areas in Gabriel Knight 2 that I had to cheat on when I was a kid. I had to look up the solution. I don't know how you would figure this out, but
it won't do much good to keep trying it. It's locked.
We know this is locked. We suspect that this has something to do with where we're trying to get to.
It won't do much good to keep trying it. It's locked.
How would you get in there?
It just leads to a back alley. Nice plan.
So if you come back out here and you maybe think you're going to talk to Xavier, I've heard of Lands of Lore Suntop Kinseeker, but I've never played it.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
What's it like? Give me a brief synopsis if you could. So, chat, any thoughts on what you're supposed to do here? Tiffy, what do you think?
It won't do much good to keep trying it. It's locked.
Because when I tell you what the solution is eventually, you're gonna get annoyed. And again, it's okay, like, you could figure this out if you take the approach of just keep clicking everything and try everything on everything until something works. But this was kind of the problem, I think, with some of the point-and-click games is when you start to, like, resort to click everything with everything until you find it. That's not really fun. It's better to try to figure out the solution. But this is so obscure, this part here. I don't know how you'd know this unless you just clicked everything with everything. So, Lena Lazuli, is there a key? There is a key. But Gabriel does not have it. So, like, if you look at his items, I'll show you everything he has. He's got the phone number for Kreuzberg. He's got a cuckoo clock that we bought that I told you we had to have, right? Which, that's easy, by the way. The fact that you have to get a cuckoo clock, that's all you have to do is go into the cuckoo clock store and that segment happens. You just have to know to buy it. Like, that I figured out pretty easily. And the cuckoo clock, by the way, I guess I'm giving you a small spoiler, something to do with the cuckoo clock to progress in this chapter. And so just think about that. Chew on that for a little bit. The Tiffy says, is it in the freaking clock? Okay, hold on. There's a bunch of stuff. I was going to say that. I meant under the flower pot, like Tiffy said. Okay, so you've all figured out more than I figured out, actually, which is it has something to do with this flower pot, which I think it's like a little tree or something.
Nice plant.
And even makes the comment, nice plant.
Nice plant.
So the plant has something to do with this.
Nice
but
plant.
The key is not in the plant.
Nice plant.
But the plant is part of the key. See what I did there?
Nice plant.
Throw the pot through the door. Yeah. It didn't work. It didn't work. Sorry. You try to save the kingdom, and if you recall correctly, it's a dungeon crawler. I like dungeon crawlers on Tupkin Seeker. We just played one last month, actually, Shining in the Darkness. It's okay. Let me jot that down. Let me. What was it called again? You said Lands of Lore, right? Which I've definitely heard of. Let me jot this down. Game suggestions. Land of Lore. Dungeon crawler. I assume it's PC. Put that in my little list of stuff to check out. And it's on Good Old Games. Good. So, ask concierge to water the plant and then steal his key when he's not looking. All right, so the Tiffy. You're getting closer now. So the Tiffy knows now. You're right. The key is indeed with Xavier. It's behind the desk. You're correct. You're thinking along the right way. I came to that conclusion too, that I had to get through this door, and that Xavier was probably the key and probably had the key behind there. So you're getting closer now. So Tiffy says, or knock over the plant and ask him to clean it up. So again, you're along the lines. Like, you know what? You have to somehow distract him. And the plant is important. And I've just told you the clock is a thing you need to complete this chapter. But if I didn't say that about the clock, that it's something to do with this chapter, I guarantee no one's thinking about the damn clock. But now put it all together. Boom. Put the clock in the plant. You got it. Now, without my hints, would anyone have gotten that eventually, other than just clicking everything on everything? Yeah, what? Watch this. Every Gabriel night has a rage-inducing moment, and this was one of the two for me. I was like, come on, man. Now, just doing that alone doesn't do it. You need to do more, but I think you could probably figure it out. You could extrapolate from this point and know what to do. So we got the clock in there. So now, let's go over here. And over here. And Xavier.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
And watch. Here we go.
Somebody's out the door.
I can hear.
He's such a douche. Giant douche. Alright, so we gotta go over here. Do-dee-doo-dee-doo. Do-dee-doo-dee-doo. Hum, 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 hum. And keys. He's like,
Everything all right?
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
everything is fine, Herr Knight. It's not an easy game. There is a second one. I don't know anything of it, but when you got back in the 90s, you enjoyed it. Cool. I will also tell you, the Gabriel Knights are also not easy games, but I enjoyed them as well, so I might like it. So, if you're all keeping track, we now have the keys.
Xavier's keys.
Xavier's keys. And so we'll go over here. And we're going to go grab the clock again. He's just walking around with a cuckoo clock. Like, I just put it in my pocket. Like, where's that clock? How are you putting that clock in your invisible pocket? Like, that's always been a thing I always found funny about point and click games. Like, where is all this stuff going? The Secret of Monkey Island series with Guybrush Threepwood used to make fun of that. Like I remember there was this one scene in the first Monkey Island where he's got like this giant Q-tip, and like he just puts it in his pants and then just like pulls it out. Like, wow. But yeah, where are you putting the clock? Where could you possibly be putting that clock? All right, let's open it. Let's open the door. See what we can see. Right. That was not a green screen door at all.
I should probably return those keys first before Xavier notices they're gone.
No, so we're gonna do this in reverse. Clock back in the plant, wind it back up again. We'll go and reuse the exact same video that we did the first time. We've got to be frugal here in Gabriel Knight. Yeah, it's tedious. There's a lot of stuff like this. But like I said, it's nothing compared to Gabriel Knight 3. You think this is like, what? That's like half the stuff in Gabriel Knight 3 is like that. So we're going to come over here. And we're going to wait. Wait. Knock, knock. Who's there?
Ich möchte wissen, wer das ist.
Anybody know what he just said there? I'm guessing something like, what in the heck is this? Or what in God's name is this? Something like that. Alright, so over here. I wonder if we're supposed to look at anything else before we drop the keys in there. Let's see. Because you are timed here. Yeah, look, you're supposed to do something. That get us points? I didn't notice. Oh. You're just trying to figure out like what you should be doing, I guess. I just want to make sure before we do this for the last time that we're not missing anything.
Nothing there I need. Nothing there I need. Nothing there I need.
Okay, keys. Back. And back around. And the heist is done. The door is unlocked. Xavier will never know the difference.
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
Okay. I'll go over here. That's so suspicious. Click and click, 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 click. Real easy, man. Real easy. Click, 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 click. Point and click, point and click. Now we'll take our plant back. Or our clock back. We don't want the plant. We'll take our clock back from the plant. What we will do. That's what we will do. And down we go. Down the stairs of the Hunt Club basement we go. Spooky music. I think Tiffy, because Xavier hears the knocking and thinks that someone's trying to knock on the back door. So I think he's checking the back door to find out why someone keeps knocking on it. He's probably a little rattled because of the murder that happened outside the Hunt Club, so he's probably checking to make sure. Would be my guess. Yeah, put it in the pocket space. Put it in the pocket space. Alright, we're going to do a little savey save here. Alright, what are we supposed to look at? Look here first.
Aren't some of these endangered species?
So, I'm going to take this opportunity to kind of zoom in so you can see what all this is. So this might look a little weird. Let's see. So, price. We got Von Glauer. Alright.
Aren't some of these endangered species?
Von Zell up here, Von Glauer here, Von Zell again, Price, bunch of Von Zells.
Aren't some of these endangered species?
Look at this, creepy.
Just a guess, but I don't think this stuff has much to do with hunting. Just a guess, but I don't think this stuff has much to do with hunting.
Probably not. What about this little book over here? Buy it. Human skull on the table. Human skull for 500, please, Alex. Oh, poor Alex. Rest in peace. Just did not put that packet space in another pocket space. That's not recommended. No, don't put the packet in the pocket. Price 30, Eigner 500, Henneman 100. I don't know what that says.
Price, Von Agner, Henneman. Met them all last night. I wonder what these figures mean.
Any thoughts, Chad, on what those numbers next to the names of some of these Hunt Club people mean? We have Price, we have Agner, we have Henneman, we have numbers, and Agner must be Von Agner. The 1,000 is crossed out and it says 500 instead. Donations or debt? You got it, Tiffy. Debt. It's some kind of debt, we think. What else?
Photos of the club hunts. Looks like Von Glauer and Von Zell monopolized the camera.
Yeah.
Or the hunts. Photos of the club
It does
hunts.
appear that way, doesn't it?
Looks like Von Glauer and Von Zell monopolized the camera. Or the hunts.
Debt because 1,000 is crossed out. Very good. Yep, good observation. Ah, shoot. It's Von Zell.
Mr. Knight?
Hey.
This room is for members. Only.
Oh, sorry. The door was open. I'll go up.
Wait! I'd better make sure you do not take another unexpected detour.
Von Zell's smart. Look. Grabbing the book. So it's his book.
After you.
He knew. He knew exactly what Gabriel was doing down there. Snooping around, looking at the book and looking for clues to stuff. Von Zell's so suspicious of everybody, isn't he? Good day, media.
Ja, Baron Von Zell?
How you doing?
I found the basement door unlocked and Herr Knight below. Perhaps you could keep a better eye on the keys in the future.
I will, Baron Von Zell.
Yeah, it's similar. Suntop, Kinseeker. Okay, this came out in like 95, 96. Stream's going well, media. We're uncovering all kinds of interesting things in our investigation to discover who's killing these people. Who killed the Huber child? There was another murder this morning. And there's Von Zell just chilling like a villain, as they say. Alright, so...
Dead things.
Guess we should talk
Gotta
to
love
Von
'em.
Zell, right? Definitely not Flash. And I had a really great weekend, Medio. We actually... yeah, definitely not. We added a bunch of stuff to the stream over the last couple of days. There's now an emoticon wall, so anytime you want to spam an emoticon just because you feel the need, you feel it's cool, you want to do it, you do that now, and it will appear on the stream like this. Whoa, it's the Dark Goddess, holy moly. And then we added a section with a sub goal. We went from 50 subs to 103 in 48 hours. Had a bunch of... Exactly. You got it, Medio. We had a bunch of hype trains and Twitch is testing a new feature, actually, called a boost train. Now, we haven't been selected for it yet. It's completely random. And the way it works is, for random small Twitch streamers, every time the community gets a hype train going, there's a chance that the hype train becomes a boost train, which means that your channel will be featured in highly visible areas of Twitch. I was on the Retro Runners Twitch stream a couple of days ago, 2 days in a row, and watched him go from like 90 to 110 viewers up to like 4,000. It was crazy. But it's totally random. There's no guarantee it'll happen. The one thing that is a criteria is you have to start a hype train. On this channel, a hype train starts when 3 separate people minimum.
Secure all positions. Here we go.
Charge!
Full ahead. Next stop, Zophar's domain.
Make every media. Thank you so much for the follow and for joining the realm of the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. So a hype train is started when 3 separate members of the community, 3 of any of you, have an event. So a subscription, a resubscription, a gift sub, and or a cheer of at least 100 bits. 3 of those from at least 3 people in a 5-minute period will start a hype train. That's always been the case. That's how hype trains work, right? But there's a chance every time now a hype train goes, ever since last week, that the hype train could become a boost train. But it's all, like I said, it's a beta test, it's a pilot. There's no way to know who they select, when they select it, if it's a D100 that they roll or something, or there's no way to know. But that's just how it works if you're curious. You have to have a hype train for a boost train to start. And I, as well, Suntopkin Secret, love Lunar. In fact, when I founded Zophar's domain in '96, I named myself and the website after the final boss of of Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, which is Zophar. And the website Zophar's domain was named after the final dungeon. So, of course, we had to have some Lunar in here. We have some Galleon Raid, we have some Dark Goddess, we got some Lucia, there's an Omni Zophar animation. Media 121 did a fantastic job just now of highlighting what I believe are, I think it's almost every emoticon we have right now. So now you know that's how it works, Tiffy. That is exactly how it works, and it's crazy. 4K people in the talking world would be hard to keep up with. Yeah, and Suntopkin Seeker, my personality is like... I would try to do it, and I'd probably give up after a while. I'd be like, all right, I'm just going to play the game and kind of look every now and then is probably what would happen. But it was incredible. So and Retro Runner deserves. He's an amazing Ninja Gaiden speedrunner. Really great dude. If you are into speedruns, you should follow the Retro Runner, by the way. Awesome stream. Flying emoji hell. Oh, yeah, it was. It was. I was there, and it was. Zophar was a little after Kefka. So in the US, Final Fantasy 6 or 3 came out in 1994. Lunar 2 Eternal Blue was 1995. However, in Japan, I think they were closer. I think Lunar 2 came out in 94 and Kefka was around 93, 94. So it was pretty close. I think Kefka might have been slightly before Zophar in Japan. Let's talk to Fonsel. See what he has to say. He seems like such a nice gentleman, doesn't he?
May I speak with you, Baron Von Zell?
Such a kind, chatty fellow.
Yes? What is it?
Yes, what is it? What it is? Well, let's start talking about himself.
So, what do you do for a living, Baron Von Zell?
For a living? My family is in banking, Herr Knight. What do you do for a living?
Me? I'm a writer.
A writer? How aggressive of you.
How aggressive of you. Hey, some of those novels can be quite aggressive. Ever read The Shining? The Tommyknockers? Pet Cemetery? He didn't write any
I
of
take
those.
it you're particularly fond of hunting, but I noticed photographs downstairs. You and the Baron sure do get around.
True that.
We are the best? You may find that out for yourself someday.
Oh, I'm anxious for us to hit the field. I have a feeling there's a lot I could learn from you.
You may find yourself more challenged than you can imagine.
True. I don't get in as much practice as I'd like, and hunting's like any other sport. The more you do it, the better you get.
Bullshit.
Ooh.
Hunting is a matter of the spirit, of will.
So it is.
However, Heaven could see that von Glover and I have had more practice than the others in the club. We used to hunt together quite a bit.
Used to.
Used to. You don't hunt together anymore?
No, not often.
Oh boy. I wonder what happened. Did they have a falling out? Zophar has a little better control over his sanity, though. Yeah, I would say Kefka's a loose cannon where Zophar is more in control. That's definitely true. Very creepy, very creepy. Yeah, that escalated quickly. He ate them. I don't know. Did he? Hunting.
Are you and Von Glauer too busy to hunt much these days, or have y'all fallen out?
They're German. We're in Germany.
I suppose I've simply outgrown him.
We're in Munich, Germany, Suntop.
Really? In what way?
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Oh.
To be clear, I'm not in Munich, Germany. I'm in the Philly suburbs. This game is in Munich, Germany.
How about telling me about the other club members?
I have a better idea. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Like what?
For example, why are you in Munich?
Oh, I'm just vacationing and thought I'd stop by on my way through.
Yeah, okay.
Really? And where are you staying in Munich?
Outside of town a ways.
Which suburb?
Now.
I'm on a farm, actually. And you know, I don't remember the name of the area. Probably couldn't pronounce it anyway.
Yes.
You're so clever.
Quite curious for someone with a supposedly high Germanic background.
Yep. I guess going out and making your mark on the rest of the world will do that to a family line.
Oh, God. Von Zell is so suspicious of Gabriel. The club.
The club seems to be an exciting place. Do y'all travel much as a group?
No.
Really? You don't hunt abroad?
We are all very busy men.
Very mutual.
Oh, isn't that odd?
Isn't that odd? All right. So let's talk more about the club.
So, how do you like the club?
Herr Knight, if you wish to learn about the club, you should keep your mouth shut and observe.
I mean, that's one way to learn about the club is just shut up. All right, what about the Black Wolf?
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Ooh. Did anyone else detect hesitation there? And ominous
You
music.
mentioned that y'all don't go on hunting trips abroad?
No.
We do not.
But those trophies in the basement, y'all really have white tigers in Germany or lions?
The majority of what the club hunts are far more common species, Herr Knight. The trophies in the basement are exceptions, and they were obtained quite legally.
Oh, you misunderstand me, Baron von
I think not. In any case, the basement is not public territory, and its contents are, therefore, none of your concern.
Of course, I do apologize.
As a guest of this club, the why you are a guest of this club is a mystery to me.
Yeah.
But as a guest, perhaps you should limit your prowling and sniffing to areas which you are offered openly by those who belong here.
You're so right.
Ooh. Gets angry and frustrated so easily, doesn't he, chat? Woof, woof, woof. Exactly. Woof, woof. Ow. Suntop Kinseeger wants me to know if butterfly in German is Schmetterling, and it is funny to say in a loud, angry voice. Schmetterling. Is that really butterfly? I hope that's what that is. You didn't just trick me into saying something that's not butterfly, right? Although I have so I don't know if any of you have ever heard of the band Tool, but there's a song, and yes, Schmetterling is indeed a butterfly. Good call. But there's a song called I want to say it's Die Eier von Satan, which is the eggs of Satan in Germany. Yeah, I figured not Suntop Kinseeger, but as soon as I said it, I was like, is that really what it means? Are you messing with me? But it was crazy because like in this song, the Eier von Satan, it was thank you, Lena Lazoy. There was all right. I'll see you in a bit, the Tiffy. So there's a track on there it's all in German, and like there's like they're saying in a really angry voice like der Eier von Satan and like all these things, and there's like sounds of like troops marching in the background, and but actually the entire thing that they're saying is just a recipe for like cookies or something. But it sounds like, you know, this crazy, angry, like authoritarian, like you're in like 30s or 40s Germany or something. But all it was a recipe for cookies. So I think Tool, which is a very thoughtful band, was trying to make a point about like, you know, don't assume, don't assume, do your research, you know, think for yourself. But Der Eier von Satan, check it out. It's on the Tool album Anima, or Anima. It's Anima is how I've always said it. So, we got Von Zell pissed off. We know he's angry and not happy with Gabriel. So let's go look around. See if anybody else is here yet.
And I thought Germans only drank beer.
Don't see anybody else yet. Yeah, that's it, Suntupkin Seeker. The Eier von Satan. I think it means the eggs of Satan.
Huh. It's in German.
Now, I remember there's something you have to do with this magazine. I just don't know if you're supposed to do it now or later. It has to do with the tape recorder. And this is another one of those things that's like a little obscure. I did figure this out myself, though, because after the whole clock puzzle happened, I'm like, all right, clearly clicking everything on everything yields fruit. So if you click around a while enough, you learn that you can eventually, I guess you can't do it just yet, but eventually you can put the tape recorder in there. But you can't do it yet, so we'll keep looking around. Come on over here. Deviled eggs, exactly. Yep, deviled eggs.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
All right, so now what do we do? Let's go see her Uberkrau. See if he has anything interesting to tell us, chat. Deviled eggs. Yep, that's it, Lena Elizabeth.
Gabriel, come in.
Hey, Harry.
Hey, Harry. Let's see if Harry Uberkrau has anything to tell us. He does. Missing persons.
You mentioned the possibility of my using your secretary for research?
Anytime.
Great. I wouldn't ask, but I need a newspaper search done, and my German sucks.
No problem. What exactly are you looking for?
Missing persons. Actually, missing persons cases that occurred in or near forested areas.
How far back do you want to go?
10 years?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can spare her later in the day. We should have it ready for you by tomorrow.
Great. Thanks.
Awesome.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
That is something that will probably happen in a future chapter, because each chapter is kind of its own day generally. So we know we did that. We can come back later.
I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Herr Uberkrau. So now I think we're probably, there's not really a lot left to do here that I know of. We're probably just supposed to go back. I would say we're probably supposed to go back to the Hunt Club now. So let's do that. Oh, that's the post office. That's the Hunt Club. Let's see what we can see.
I think I've...
Yep, nothing there. Back in here.
And I thought Germans only drank beer. I don't think I should get too comfy around here. Dead things.
Is now the time we're supposed to do something with the tape recorder? Maybe? Doesn't seem to be working. Alright, click around. Wow. Uh-oh, chat, we might be stuck. I might not know what to do now. My memory might be failing me. Alright, let me think. I swear to God it had something to do with the tape recorder. Maybe we're just not supposed to do that yet? Do we have to, like, take a tape cassette out of here?
My new tape recorder. A dual mount.
Click it again? Maybe I have to be sitting there to do it? I swear we're supposed to put the tape recorder in there now.
It's in German.
Does he stay seated? No, he gets right back up again. Damn. I swear,
I don't think I should get too
we're
comfy.
supposed to do something. We're supposed to do something with the tape recorder. I know we are. Positive. Why is it not working? It's not working. I can't click. Adrian, I failed you. Alright, I'm open to suggestions, chat. Oh, God. It's not working. It's got to be. I'm sure of it. It's a tape recorder. You got to put the tape recorder in. I remember this because there's a scene later on where you're trying to, like... Oh, you know what? We're not supposed to do that yet. We're only supposed to do that once all the Hunt Club people are here. So there's something else we've missed. Didn't we already do everything here, though?
I don't think I'm gonna get down there again.
Yeah, obviously we're not going there again.
It just leads to a
We
back
already saw
alley.
that. Is there something we're supposed to say to Xavier, maybe? We're supposed to show him something?
That wouldn't impress this guy. That wouldn't
No.
That wouldn't.
This is the click everything part of the
That
game,
wouldn't
everybody. Click all the things! All
That
the
wouldn't
things! All the things. Nice.
That wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh boy.
That wouldn't.
We're not impressing Xavier, everybody.
That wouldn't impress. That wouldn't. That would. That would.
Yeah, well, I'm giving him the car keys to my Volkswagen. That makes
That
sense.
wouldn't.
You know, that'll progress the game. Oops.
That wouldn't impress.
I don't think there's anywhere else to go.
That wouldn't.
Maybe we'll leave Marienplatz and we'll look at the hint to see if there's any other areas we're supposed to be in. Nah, I mean, there's no...
That would.
I don't think there's anything else we're supposed to do with him. Oh, you know what we could do, maybe? Maybe we're supposed to show Ubergrau something. Alright, let's get out of here. Nothing here. Did that. We already mailed the letter to Gracie. Let's go check hint to make sure we're right. Hint. It's Marienplatz. It's got to be something we're supposed to do with Ubergrau then. We're probably supposed to hand him something. Because what else is there? I hate getting stuck in Gabriel Night 2. Boom, 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 boom. If I'm stuck, I will be so sad.
Gabriel.
When Gabriel
Come
comes
in.
marching in, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. You didn't even have to spend a silver redemption on that, chat. This is supposed to be the 80s. So this is the 90s world, actually. This takes place in mid-90s Munich, Germany. Munich, Germany, right? A little ch on it, I think. Munich. Munich. I can't. I'd have to practice. Hebrew's like that. It's got the guttural ch sound.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Well, we're going to just do the show him everything thing.
I'm not sure.
You don't want to see the clock.
I'm not sure why.
You don't want to see the Grossberg number.
I'm not sure why I'd want.
You don't want to see that.
I'm not.
You don't want to see the book.
I'm not.
Or that book.
I'm not.
Or anything about lycanthropes.
I'm not.
Or my notepad.
I'm not.
or the analysis,
I'm not sure.
or the backwards thingy bobber, which is what got us to the Hunt Club,
I'm not.
nor the envelope,
I'm not.
or the other envelope. Yeah, he has a Merlin phone.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was different time back in 95.
I'm not sure.
Maybe we're supposed to dial that? No, we're not supposed to dial anything because it's only in Marion plots.
I'm not.
Wow, what do you suppose we're missing, chat? What are we doing wrong? What did we not do? It's like the movie The Ring. What did I do that he didn't? I made a copy. He made a copy, that's what it is.
I'm not sure.
All we gotta do is make a copy of the tapes and we'll progress in chapter 3. No, probably not. I don't know.
I'm not
I
sure.
have no idea. Chad, I'm not sure what we missed. München or München? Like Bavaria's Bayern in German? I'm definitely not saying it right.
I'm not sure.
Did I try hiding the clock in the coffee mug? Thanks, Make Every Media. That'll do it. Here, let's try it. That's got to be the solution, chat.
I'm not sure why I'd want. I'm not.
It keeps moving. It's not moving the cup.
I'm not.
No, it's definitely not that. Ah, jeez. What do we do?
I don't have anything else to...
So there's nothing else to do with him.
Well,
Right. Skip. What about her?
I don't think she'll speak.
Can we buy something off of her? Where's my wallet? Maybe that's the solution. Buy blood sausages.
I'm not much in the mood for meat at the moment.
No, Gabriel's not much in the mood for the meat. No meat. No meat for you. No meat for you.
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling
Can I
conversation.
give him the clock back? Like, alright, appreciate it. I'm selling it back to you. Nope. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
I've already got a watch, thank you.
The watch shop. We could check out the Glockenspiel. Famous Munich Glockenspiel.
That must be the famous Munich Glockenspiel.
Never been to Germany. Never actually been outside of the U.S. I've only ever been in the U.S. I've never traveled internationally. Isn't that crazy? I have a passport. Just never gone anywhere. I've been to like a bunch of states though. I've been to Florida, California, Arizona, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, West Virginia, a bunch of other places, but never outside the U.S.
Lots of Nietzsche and Kant. I don't understand that stuff even when it's in English.
Yeah. Alright, chat. There's only 2 places to go. I mean, it's Xavier and it's Ubergrau. That's it. What are we missing? What am I doing wrong
54 Dienastrasse.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
Let's save here real quick. Alright, we're missing something. And it's annoying because I don't know what's left to do.
Grossberg's phone number.
Look, we already called Grossberg. What are we supposed to do? Hold on, let me look. Any ideas, chat? Without cheating, of course. Like, what? Oh.
Baron Friedrich von Glauer. He lives in the Perlacher district.
Oops. When in doubt, check the inventory. We're probably supposed to talk to von Glauer. Wow, that's a major part of this chapter. How did I forget that? So the game, I think, made me look at von Glauer's business card. Point and click games of the 90s. You gotta love them. You love to see it. Not really. Oh, look. A new section of the game. Because I did look at the business card that I never knew I had because it handed it to me at the end of the last chapter. Or the end of the first chapter. Alright.
Entschuldigung, Baron.
Von Glauer.
Gabriel Knight ist hier.
Achlan von
Suzanne.
Glauer.
Lassen Sie bitte ihn herein.
Such a calming presence. And in we go.
Gabriel, what a pleasure to see you so soon. Bringen Sie uns bitte ein zweites Glas Wein.
Hope I'm not taking advantage of your kind invitation.
Well, my invitations are meant to be kept. Come, warm yourself. I hope you like wine. I got hooked on the grape when I lived in France.
It's fine, Baron.
Call me Friedrich.
All right.
Good. I like to have things settled. You were going to tell me how you found the club and about your hunting in America.
Oh, there must be more interesting subjects.
No doubt.
Huh.
You are a man who runs deep, I suspect.
On my off days.
I find nothing more stimulating than a new companion. A fresh mind with treasures to reap. New thoughts like rare birds uncovered and examined, one by one. It is only when people know each other well that they run out of things to say.
True.
May we never be so cursed.
So clearly, it seems Von Glauer does enjoy new company, learning new things about people. So here we are in this very nice house. Let's look around before we start chatting it up with Von Glauer.
That's a great mask. Mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
Creepy music.
Interesting. Is it African?
No, Indian. I picked it up in Brazil.
Huh.
Good to know. Good to know. Still really funny. Like, hide the clock in the coffee mug. That'll do it. I mean, Gabriel Knight 3, like, that's the kind of stuff you have to do. Ridiculous stuff like that. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm actually eager to play Gabriel Knight 3 for you all at some point, because it's so ridiculous, some of the puzzles. So ridiculous. What can you tell me about voodoo? Welcome on in, Shade, a.k.a. Sade, a.k.a. Chide. We got a new name for you. Last night, when you were so kind in helping us out with that hype train, the text-to-speech called you Chide. It's great. So many good names for you. Chide. All right, we're going to talk to Von Glauer. Tell me about yourself, Von Glauer. Where are you from? Tell me about your family.
Are you from Munich originally?
And what do you know about voodoo?
I was raised abroad. But both of my parents had deep Bavarian roots.
Really? Where abroad?
All over. France, England, South America, North America. I love to travel.
He loves to travel. Well, I want to know about your family. Chade is getting ready to pick up your kid from school. Just want to drop in and say hi. Hey, no problem. Appreciate you. Hope I see you when we get back. Me too. Me too. And Chade, just so you know real quick, we did change the schedule. So Sundays are now in and Tuesdays are now out. So I got rid of Tuesday. I added in Sunday. And I'm considering stretching the streams to be longer too. So hope to see you soon. But tell me about your family, Baron Von Glauer.
So tell me about your family.
The Von Glauers?
Yes.
We are not nearly as old a line as the Ritters, I'm afraid.
Do you have a wife? Children?
Good God. No.
You sound like someone else I know.
I've been picking up on certain similarities between us. Do you have relatives? How fares the Ritter family tree?
I'm the last.
I too. I suppose old trees eventually stop bearing fruit.
Eloquently put. But what brought you to Munich?
How'd you end up here?
My circumstances were probably not much different than your own. I wanted to return to the land of my ancestors, and so I did. Which reminds me, you were going to tell me how the Ritter family ended up in America.
Yeah.
My grandfather. He left the family and went to New Orleans.
But you chose to return to the family. Why?
If you want to know the truth, I didn't have a hell of a lot of choice.
Yes. I understand.
Interesting. Well, let's talk about the club.
Tell me about the club.
I'd prefer it if you formed your own opinions. To be perfectly frank, I could use a fresh perspective. That's one reason why I invited you to join us.
More fluffy, Tiffy. Welcome back. I hope your picking up of the boy was uneventful. Club members.
How about telling me about the other club members?
Ah, my select few. You find them valuable friends once you get to know them.
Yeah,
Did most of them come to the club through you?
For the most part. Though occasionally, fate throws one into my lap.
Tiffy, is your hair fluffier these days, or are you just referring to the normal state of your hair since the last time I saw you? Bit of trivia for Lands of Lore 1. Sir Patrick Stewart, we love Sir Patrick Stewart, was paid 30 grand for his 3 or so hours of work. Wow, I'd love to work for 10,000 an hour. Well, I mean, it's Patrick Stewart. He's amazing. It's Jean-Luc Picard himself. You don't know if it's fluffier since the last time you saw it. So you would say that your hair in its normal state is fluffier than Dean Erickson, aka Gabriel Knight's hair, or even Von Glauer's, because their hair, it's the 90s, were a very fluffy time period. Very fluffy. Club members. Let's talk more about club
All
members.
of the men of the club are from wealthy German families, I gather.
Yes, but it's not quite that simple. I am a believer in self-determination. Each man at the club must also be personally accomplished and gifted.
Really?
Absolutely. For example, von Eigner owns one of Germany's biggest meat butchering plants, and he runs an elite private brewery. It's true he inherited the business, but he's expanded it a great deal.
Oh.
A butchery. Huh. And the others?
Price is recognized as one of the best trial lawyers in Germany. He seems pleasant enough in person, but you would be surprised how vicious he can be in a courtroom.
And Henneman?
Is with the government. He has a prominent position and is an acknowledged contender for higher office.
Really? How high?
There have been newspaper reports that predicted the highest.
That would be convenient for his friends, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Such men are an asset to everyone who knows them.
And Baron von Zell?
Von Zell's family owned the majority of stock of one of Munich's oldest banks.
In his own personal accomplishments?
Gar was, is a quite promising young man. He was always top of his class.
That was again.
The best at anything he did.
I keep picking up a past tense here.
You haven't seen him at his best. He's going through a rough spot lately, I'm afraid.
So something's going on there between von Glauer and von Zell. Like, you can tell there's some kind of falling out that's been happening. Something recently went south with the two of them. They're supposed to be good friends for a long time. Now, what about the club basement?
There's
Cuckoo
something
coffee.
about the club I don't quite understand.
Yes?
I get the feeling you're not your average, ordinary hunting club.
No?
Well, that room in the basement, for instance.
I gather you've been exploring.
Well, the door was open.
It doesn't matter. You are right. Yes. Die Königlich Bayerische Hofjagdloge is more than just a hunting club. We share certain philosophical beliefs as well.
We need some, yeah, there you go. Zoe's fluffy. Zoe's very fluffy. By the way, the Tiffy, appreciate you supporting me every Monday. I know Mondays are typically the slowest day of the week. So the Tiffy is going to be our VIP of the week, everybody. So enjoy the VIP, the Tiffy. Enjoy it. Now let's talk about the club philosophy.
I'm curious about these philosophical beliefs of yours. Can I talk you into enlighten me?
Are you really interested?
Yes.
I'm glad. You seem to be the sort of man who would appreciate our way of thinking. The men at the club and I, it is our desire to reconnect with our true physical nature.
Go on.
Think of it this way. What makes men different from any other species on this planet? Civilization, of course. Oh, it's not a bad thing, human society. But it has come at a terrible price. Through civilization, man has lost his physical self, his sensory power, his instinct, if you will. He became fat and lazy.
Hey now.
A dulled, rusted blade.
And those are my good days.
Picture a beast in the woods. It is alert. It smells. It sees. It feels everything around it.
Spooky music. Ominous
It
music.
can tell where some other animal has passed days before, where food is to be found. It can sense danger. You put civilized man in the woods, and he's comparably deaf, dumb, and blind.
I hear you, but isn't some of that related to physical makeup? Our senses of smell and hearing aren't as sharp as those of wolves, for example.
That's just it. Surely man once had those abilities. As generations of city dwellers failed to use their most acute senses, genetically they started to fall away, the way limbs wither when not exercised. I believe we can hold this degeneration. And not only hold it, but recover that which was lost.
It's an interesting concept.
Philosophy.
Do you have any proof that such powers are recoverable?
Proof? I felt things myself. Keener hearing, sharper smells, but documentable proof? That is harder. To what extent we can recover these primal abilities, and what some of those abilities might prove to be, that is what we still struggle to find out.
You're very convincing, Friedrich. There's no doubt that the potential is fascinating.
Luffy. This is going to be a thing now. Every time I play this game, I'm just going to be thinking of fluffiness and floofiness. Thanks, Tiffy. So the club philosophy, it looks like Von Glauer is really serious about this. Pretty intense stuff. Tell me more.
How does one go about trying to get back in touch with one's physical self? Does it have something to do with hunting?
You are right. That's part of it, yes. Man is, or was, a predator. But unfortunately, he was too smart for his own good. He figured out how to raise his prey in pens. Hunting helps us get back in touch with our predator soul.
Do you? Get back in touch with your predator soul?
Some of us have been more successful at tapping into that than others.
We are omnivores, but maybe once we weren't. Maybe once upon a time we were carnivores, you know, Neanderthal or before days. Maybe. Did we always eat vegetables? I don't know. Tell me more.
So how has this philosophy affected the men in the club?
The men at the club are all excellent specimens who have used the philosophy to increase their success and power.
So your woods becomes corporate headquarters, your prey the competition.
Some of the technique can be applied, yes. When the senses are primed, one can pick up all sort of feedback that is normally lost in the haze.
Speaking hypothetically, do you think it would be possible to take this philosophy too far?
Funny that should occur to you so quickly. It hadn't occurred to me for the longest time. I hope not.
He hopes not. Now, what about the Black Wolf? What do you know about?
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Whoa.
It's all right.
Gunther! Prüfen Sie das bitte auch
Just scared the crap out of him, huh?
You barely got me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Danke. I feel so clumsy. Danke, Gunther.
Thanks, Gunther.
What was it you asked again?
Yeah.
I asked if you'd ever heard of the Black Wolf.
Of course, you did. I suppose you just startled me. These killings in the papers. They've really got me derailed.
Oh.
Any particular reason?
Floofy.
People getting slaughtered. Children. In broad daylight. Nature can seem cruel, but it is orderly. It does not waste or torture. Not like this.
Nice.
And with the club.
Glad he's enjoying it.
Espousing what we do. Our philosophy does not support this kind of thing.
I'm sure that's true.
I apologize. It just... I'm concerned that we are not put in the best of light under these circumstances. To promote hunting when these atrocities in the papers. You must understand. The nature I promote is not a murderer. When a healthy beast kills, it takes only what it needs to survive. And it does so respectfully. It is only the man who is capable of such a pointless slaughter.
He's passionate about this.
I'll be glad when this has passed. I'm sure the other men feel the same way.
So we didn't learn anything about the Black Wolf from him. All we know is that when we brought up the name, he got very startled. So he might know something about that Black Wolf. Just have to find out. He might know something.
I'm not sure what else to say.
So we'll do a little savey save. And I don't think there's anything else to look at here, right? We already saw the antique up there, and we talked to him, and what's this?
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
That's me, Gabriel Knight. Lena Lazulli's theory is that Baron is a werewolf, but isn't the killer. Don't know. Only one way to find out. And when I say I don't know, of course I know the answer. I've played this before. But we don't know. And so we will have to find out.
Well, I hate to say it, but I should go.
It's been a rare pleasure.
Yeah. I've been kind of isolated over here myself.
Exactly, the Tiffy. So I'm curious,
I'll
Lena
see you at the
Lazulli.
club tonight, won't I?
Oh, right.
And perhaps you'd like to come over for a drink after that? It will give us a chance to talk some more about the others.
I'd like that. Thanks.
We're becoming friends. He wants to talk about the others. So Lena Lazulli, I'm curious to know. So you're right now you're thinking that he's a werewolf, but not the killer. Tell me what makes you think that that is the case. I want to know. I want to know what you're thinking. There is something you can't hide. I better stop. I don't want to be DMCA'd. Especially if I sing it too well. Soundtown might pick that up. Alright, so off to the Hunt Club. Hunt Club. The Tiffy thinks it's a new werewolf that's not following the rules. It's the rules. Maybe. Maybe that's it. Keep popping in ideas. And by the way, again, anyone that has played and watched this, you don't get to participate in the investigation. You do, but silently. Don't say what you know if you know. Only say if you think, not if you actually have played it. I actually get a kick out of it. I like playing this before I started streaming a few months ago. Like, this is a game I would play like I'd have friends like, hey, ever play Gabriel Knight? No, we're gonna play this. Like, because I like people's reactions. Because there really is a really good mystery. I think this is the best mystery game I've ever played by far. It's very compelling. So Lena Lazuli says he's really passionate about returning to a wild state, but he also seems indignant at the idea that would necessarily make one an indiscriminate killer. He says that's the domain of men. Yes. So you're right. He is very passionate about the wild state, and he really does believe in the philosophy, and he really is not happy about, you know, killers that kill just for sport. You know, it's you kill because you need it. You need to eat. You only take what you need. Do it respectfully, which is not what we're seeing from whatever or whoever is doing these murders. So we agree.
I think I pumped that particular well dry.
So, into the other room we go. And yes, we are in the scene with the... We're not quite at the end of the chapter yet, but we're barreling towards it now. We're at the Hunt Club scene.
And you, Herr Price? You look a little wet.
Oh, I was visiting a friend nearby, and I thought that I should take a shower before sailors arrived. I was a bit automatic.
It's so funny, like they never quite come out and say what he is, but pretty sure he's a gigolo. Pretty sure. They just never come out and say it. When did they add the other side of the room? Yeah, the Tiffy, were you here? Did you watch the first chapter?
Well,
because that was there before too, but
That's
you only
awesome.
you only get to see it in the movie clips, which we saw at the end of chapter 1. And do a little savey save here. Yeah, this is a game you're gonna see me save a lot in this because the point and click games of the 90s sometimes can be a little unstable, and you know, just in case that were to happen. It hasn't crashed at all since we've been playing it, but
Herr Price?
it's like, have a seat, have a seat, have a seat.
Yes.
All right, Herr Price, let's pump you for info.
Baron von Glau mentioned that you're a lawyer.
Yes. And fortunately for me these days, I have enough money to where I only have to take those cases which interest me.
All right, Tiffy, see you later.
I
Thanks for
enjoy
coming
my
by.
leisure time.
And what do you do with your leisure time?
I entertain.
He entertains. Tiffy, if you do want to see the end of the VOD, I'll have it up after the stream, so feel free to watch it later.
Probably a dumb question, but what sort of entertaining do you do?
Do you like women, Herr Knight?
I've been known to.
I adore them. You might call it an obsession. The stalk, the dance, the bait, the hook.
And what do you do once you've hooked him?
Oh, you know. You're quite the pleasurist yourself.
Nah.
Or have I misled you?
You're probably just getting a whiff of the past, Herr Price.
Yeah, he's definitely a gigolo.
What do you think of the club philosophy?
Tell us about the philosophy.
It works, doesn't it?
Does it?
We're all animals, but I deny it.
So you don't believe in suppressing anything?
Why would I want to suppress my urges? If your body wants something, it must be natural.
Well, what if you get the natural urge to rip someone's throat out?
Well, fortunately, my instincts run to pleasure. Of the equally sticky but less fatal kind.
But what about those whose instincts are fatal? Shouldn't they suppress?
I believe that nature handles that scenario when it occurs here, Knight.
And how does it do that exactly?
In the wild, when a member of society does not conform, he is hunted down and executed. End of mutant instinct. And its genetic bloodline.
He's right? Makes a good point. Somebody doesn't conform, somebody has a murderous intent, society will hunt them down and piece them out. And there goes their bloodline.
Tell me about the other club members.
Oh, they're all right. Don't worry about Von Zell. He's a bastard to everyone these days.
PMS?
I don't know what his problem is.
Ouch.
Oh, he's always been an arrogant bastard.
We're in the 90s.
Competitive on
We're
the
in the
hunts,
90s.
ambitious. But still, aren't we all? He was decent enough at one time. In fact, he was Von Glover's favorite. And he was an asset as a friend. But things change.
Things change. Case in point. Tell me more about the club members, Herr Price.
And what about the other club members?
Like who?
Henneman, for example. I've heard he's in line for a position extremely high up in the government.
Henneman, he is a drunk. His days as a political superstar are over.
Oh, boy.
My friends at the courthouse told me that he has been marked for early retirement. One less politician to worry about, huh?
Well, what about Von Zell?
When did Von Zell begin to change?
Oh, he's been getting worse for a long time. I remember a hunting trip about a year ago. That was the last time I remember that we were all together and having a good time. He must have started getting difficult after that.
Wow, so almost a year. It's a long time. What happened to Von Zell? Why did he become a jerk?
Seems like you've pretty much written Von Zell off yourself. Any particular reason?
Look, it's one thing when he insults the rest of us. But when he insults the Baron, no. I heard him arguing once. When Glover told Von Zell he had acted stupidly about something or the other, Von Zell was furious.
What'd he say?
He told the Baron that he was weak. Bastard. I don't know why the Baron didn't get away with it. I mean, I would have said something at the time, but, well, it was a private conversation.
Uh-huh. When was this?
I don't know. 5, 6 weeks ago?
By the way, I realized that the audio was kind of clipping there, but that's not the stream. That's the game. It's for some reason that scene with Herr Price, like plosives out the wazoo there every time he says anything with like the or s in it. Just how the game was made. I guess they were running out of time. They're like, we have a deadline. We have time for sound processing. Go, go, go. So tell me more about Von Zell.
How was Von Zell an asset as a friend?
He is a banker.
Are you saying he loaned you money?
He's always willing to help out his good friends.
Why would anyone in this club need money? I thought y'all were models of success.
Yes, well, fortunately, I took less advantage of Von Zell's hospitality than some.
So remember the that book again? And it had the amounts of money that were owed? getting the picture now? So Von Zell's a banker. He helps out his friends and loans them money. And that book told you, how much each person owed. The Black Wolf.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
Yes.
Ooh.
Really? Where?
Oh, I don't know. Just sounds familiar.
Will you tell me if you remember?
Of course.
Studying him like, what are you inquiring about, Gabriel?
The reinforcements have arrived.
The reinforcements.
Now you'll have someone new to probe, Herr Knight.
My brilliant man, good cheer to you both. Where's the beer?
Guten Abend, mein Herr. Good evening.
There's Herr Dr. Klinman. And they're like running behind. They're like, let's get some beer. Let's get some drinks. There's Baron von Zell.
Abend.
Happy as always. And Von Glauer.
Meine kleine Familie. How are you all this evening? Gabriel, I'm glad you could join us.
I need to speak with the Baron. Enjoy your evening, Herr Knight.
Thanks. I will.
Baron. May I speak to you for a minute?
What is it, Bryce?
So Suntop Kinseeker, Peter J. Lucas, I think his name is, the gentleman that plays Von Glauer. He's been in some stuff before. I want to say he was in a movie called M. Butterfly years ago, among others. So he's kind of a name actor, or at least he was kind of a name actor. So there was him. And then there's also, what's his name? There's the gentleman that plays, what is it, Werner Huber, I think his name is. That's K.E. Cutter. He died, unfortunately, about 15 years ago. But he was in a whole bunch of movies, whole bunch of stuff. He was in a Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode, a lot of TV shows, and I'm pulling up his IMDb profile right now. He was in a lot of video games too. He was in Heretic 2. He was a voice in Heretic 2. He was the voice of Griswold Goodsoup in The Curse of Monkey Island. He was in an episode of Boy Meets World. He was in an episode of The X-Files, an episode of Seinfeld. He was in a couple episodes of Matlock. He was on Star Trek TNG. He was a Syntherian. He's in a lot of stuff. Outside of those two, I don't think any of the others really made it. Dean Erickson, I don't know that he was in anything else. Dean Erickson is the voice of, or the actor that plays Gabriel Knight. We could find out, though. We're right on IMDb right now. Let's see. Dean Erickson, Gabriel Knight, was in nothing after this. So he's been in nothing, unfortunately, besides Gabriel Knight. Grace Nakamura, which is Joanne Takahashi, I'm certain was in nothing because she's not very... I didn't really like the actress in this, unfortunately. Oh, she actually was in a couple things after this. She was in an episode of Babylon 5, The Young and the Restless, Shangri-La Cafe, Peace, and The Distant Thunder. Nothing since 2007, so she wasn't in a lot either. We already talked about Peter J. Lucas has been in a bunch of stuff, which is Von Glauer. He's still going, too. As recent as 2019, Assassin's Fury, he played somebody. How old is he now? 62, so he's from Poland, I believe. It's like 60. He's not even that old. He's in a whole bunch of stuff. Silk Stalkings, Soldier of Fortune, Killer 2, Sheena, The Lone Gunman, VIP, The Beast, Hunter Return to Justice, Cradle to the Grave, ER, Threat Matrix, whole bunch of stuff. He was in Independence Day too. He was a reporter. I thought he was in Madame Butterfly. But anyways, been in a bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff. Okay, where were we? You gotta talk to some peeps.
Hey.
Can I join you in a moment, Gabriel? Price and I are almost finished.
Okay. I'll be around.
So polite.
They're busy.
Let's come over to these guys.
Abgesagt. Wir treffen uns hier um
Henneman and Von Eigner.
Ja, so, good evening, Herr Knight.
Henneman? Von Agner?
Yeah.
You care to join us?
Sure.
Him and Cutter are the two
Thanks.
most prominent. Alright, so we'll start with Herr Von Eigner.
I've spoken to several of the club members today, but I haven't had a chance to speak with you yet, Herr Von Agner.
How tragic. No one in this club talks better than I do.
Oh, true, very true.
Perhaps tomorrow?
I'd be delighted.
What about Herr Henneman?
I haven't had a chance to get to know you yet, Herr Henneman.
Well, I'm already beyond serious conversation tonight, I'm afraid.
Tomorrow's fine.
They're drunk. They're like, oh, we're not gonna chat tonight. We're way beyond this.
You guys heard about the mutilation killing last night? Happened right around the corner.
Awful, simply awful.
I'd meant to get a newspaper, but the time got away from me. Do you have any details?
A few. The victim was a man named Grossberg. He ran a furrier business in town.
Horrible. No, this zoo wolf business is inexcusable. The mayor has been spoken to, and quite seriously. Even the prime minister is concerned.
Did you know Grossberg, Herr Von Eck?
Me? Grossberg? Why, no. Why do you ask?
I just thought you're both in the animal processing business.
Munich is a big city, Herr Knight.
So it is. Well, I was just curious.
Yeah, Grossberg? Me? No. Of course, he obviously knows Grossberg. But how and why? What's the connection?
So, what were y'all talking about when I came up?
Tomorrow's little excursion. Will you be joining us?
Our monthly hunting trip.
A hunt trip? Really? Where?
Our lodge is at Eppenberg. It's in the Bavarian National Forest. We leave tomorrow afternoon.
Well, gosh, you know, that sounds great, but I need to have my gun cleaned and...
Oh, there are plenty of guns at the lodge.
Von Eigner, perhaps the Baron did not mean for Herr Knight to join us quite so soon.
Oh, hell, why not then? Baron?
Von Eigner?
Our hunting trip tomorrow. Will our new American friend be going with us?
Tonight? Well, I don't see why he could...
Of course not.
Ooh.
He's not a club member.
Here we go.
He's probably not even registered with the license office.
Nonsense, Gar. The sooner we get to see his technique, the better. We'll just slip him in, and he can register properly when we get back.
But that's not legal.
Since when do you care about legalities? It's only a hunting license?
I agree. I would enjoy Gabriel's presence very much.
Well, enough said. The Baron should certainly get whatever he wants, shouldn't he?
Bonzel is a jerk.
It will be an interesting exercise at that.
Yikes. What is up with Von Zell? He is such a jerk. They still talk?
They're busy.
And they're good.
I've already bonded with those two.
I bonded. Let's get a little savey save here. Let's go over here
Just
to
the
her.
right size for the big bad wolf to come down the chimney.
Let's talk to our
Unless he's already here.
favorite people here. Her, Dr. Klingman, and Von Zell.
Yes, Herr Knight?
Yes, Herr Knight. How's it going?
How's it going?
Fine. Would you excuse us, please? We are discussing something private.
Oh, sure.
He's like, whatevs. Whatevs. Try again. Yeah, he really does sound Tupkin Seeker.
Yes, Herr Knight?
Jag I haven't seen. Independence Day. Yeah, I would love to see another Gabriel Knight, man. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that after that third one, I think it, some people were turned off from it, and then others just, you really got to put in the time with this game. I love it, but with these games, but unfortunately, I think today's audience just doesn't, some people don't have the patience for it anymore. It's a shame. What are you two kids talking about? What's new? How about this? What are you two kids talking about?
What are you two kids talking about?
We could share it with you, Mr. Knight. But then we'd have to kill you.
Baron von Zell?
I'm just kidding, Doctor. I'm afraid our discussion is private, Mr. Knight. Run along now. We'll play with you later.
Can't wait.
He is a Class A douche. Him and Xavier are just jerks.
The Americana?
See this?
Just the right size for the big...
Yeah, we know that already. Try again. Yeah, this part, if you hadn't figured out, chat, this is a puzzle right here.
Yes, Herr Knight?
I always tell when the puzzles are coming in this game. Once you start hitting the wall, you're like, oh, I'm supposed to figure something out here. What's new?
What's new?
You're getting annoying, Mr. Knight.
I am? Sorry, I thought this was, a social occasion. I'll just go talk to somebody else.
How about again? Right? Might as well exhaust the options.
Yes, Herr Knight?
Unfortunately, I think I gave this away already earlier because I couldn't remember what part we're supposed to do it at. But I think you all know what's supposed to happen here. Just wanted to grab a magazine.
Just wanted to grab a magazine.
Then grab one.
Grab one. Whatever you say, Von Zell.
Thanks.
Ich bin sicher, ist kein Reiter.
Anybody know what he said there? I don't know. That was nice. Right, we'll save you save. Ah, yes, the style. I'm all about this style in this era. All right, so here's the magazine.
I can't read it. It's in German.
So we all know what we're supposed to do here because I spoiled it earlier by accident. But we're basically supposed to try to hear what they're saying, right?
It is a hoot to pass to them, but I'm kind of running out of reasons. Maybe I should wait until I have something meaningful to say. It is a hoot to pass.
So you're supposed to figure out, because what'll happen is you can't actually like watch. I'll show you here.
They're more interesting people to talk to in the back.
So like, you could exit here, but you won't be able to do anything anywhere. Everything that's left to do is in the Hunt Club now. So what the game wants you to figure out is that you need to hear what they're saying. The only way to hear what they're saying, because they just won't chat with you when you walk over there, is to bug the room. And so, I remember this correct. This is the moment where we have to take the tape recorder. It would be nice if the game would cooperate with me. But you take the tape recorder and you go up and combine it with the magazine.
That's a thought.
So now, if you look at it,
I hid the tape recorder inside the magazine.
but isn't it obvious that there's something in that magazine? Like,
I
that
hid
really
the tape
gonna
recorder in.
And yet, you find out it does.
Just wanted to put this magazine back.
I guess they're so annoyed they're not, like, thinking he's doing anything with the mag.
It wasn't very good.
He just wants to know
I wouldn't
what he
recommend it.
I don't know what he said there.
I am home.
Gentlemen, excuse me, please.
Love the soundtrack of this. All the games have great soundtracks.
I apologize for not getting to you sooner.
Have you been enjoying yourself?
Oh, it's been loads of fun.
Good. I'm glad you're going with us tomorrow. We don't get started until the afternoon, so we'll have to worry about staying up late tonight.
I have to warn you, my hunting's kind of rusty.
I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Was?
Whoa.
Mist. I demand to know what you're doing at this club.
Me?
Baron Gonzalo.
Really?
Are you aware that this guest of yours has been asking intimate questions? Poking around in our personal affairs? He must be a reporter. Or the police.
What do we have to fear from a reporter or the police? Although I can promise you her night is neither.
You don't care that he's prying into our private business? What possible motive could he have?
Gar! Please. He's my guest. You're the one who's turning that into an inquisition.
Then it is on your head.
That escalated quickly as well.
I apologize for that.
You keep defending me. I'm not exactly helping the harmony around here.
Believe me, the harmony was shattered a long time before you came. Poncel gets territorial. I'm tired of it, frankly.
Poncel gets territorial. What a word.
Well, I should go anyway. I wanted to clean up before tonight.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, good night.
Him and Von Zell just are not getting along anymore, and Von Zell's always angry all the time. What a shame. Well, we're still supposed to stop by the Baron's house later, right? Yeah, I was actually in Disney World a few years back in Epcot, and they have, you know, the different like the country sections in the World Showcase, and I definitely got my dad a German-style beer mug like that with a little metal, I don't know what you call that, but like you push it and the metal top pops open, and really cool. It was like $30 maybe I bought it for. I'll say like 2006 or 7. Something's dead. What's going on here, chat? What's he seeing? Whoa. It's a wolf. Or is it a bear? Chat, this is pretty ominous. This is pretty ominous right here. Yikes. Chapter 4. Opening movie. Steins were great. And yes, he does have a cool car. If his heart is pure, he will save the day. Intense music. Crazy, obviously, that's some kind of crazy energy. Running, snow-covered mountains. There are wolves chasing. Oh no! Run, Grace, run! Actually, no, stop. Wolves, do your thing. Get rid of the bad acting, please. I'm sorry. The Grace in the first one was very, very good. It was actually the first Gabriel night. It was Leah Remini. The original Gabriel one voice actor for Grace was Leah Remini. They changed her for the remake, and they changed her again for Gabriel Night 3. It was Charity James or Charity James. So in 1, 2, 3, and the 1 remake, it's a different Grace Nakamura each time. They never really got her own character. I thought the third one was the better, right? The third one and the first one especially. Yeah, well done, game. And then we get a little Lucius side-eye there. Was a good use of the Lucius side-eye. Who's that? Someone's going to save her. Smile, she looks away, the wolf is coming. Turn back, oh no, it's a wolf! And she wakes up. chat, I could not have timed this any better, but we just finished chapter 3, starting chapter 4, and it is exactly 4 p.m. And that means we're going to wind this down in a second here. But I would just ask for you to hang out for just a couple of minutes as we wind down